Welcome to Applewood Estate, the historic home of Charles Stewart Mott and his wife Ruth. In addition to being a home for the family, Applewood was also a historic farm where they grew vegetables and other crops to feed themselves and also their friends and neighbors. Today, we're going to talk about one of the crops that was grown traditionally at Applewood that we continue to grow here today, and that is beans. Beans are actually pretty easy to grow, and today we're going to see how you can sprout a bean at home. It doesn't take a lot of supplies, just a few things that you can get at the grocery store or you might already have in your home, and then you just need a little bit of time. So, in order to sprout a bean, the first thing that you'll need are some beans. You can get beans from a garden center. These are just garden green beans, but if you don't have access to those, you can look around your house and you might find that you have something like a bag or jar of dried beans that you'd get at the grocery store. Or you might even have a bean soup mix. You can use any of those dried beans to try sprouting one on your own. The next thing that you'll need is some sort of soft and absorbent material. A lot of times we use paper towels. If those aren't easy to come by right now, you could use something like a sponge or cotton balls or even an old sock that you don't have a match to anymore. After that, you just need some water and a plastic bag. Today, I'm going to use a dried kidney bean, and this is what I'll do. I'm going to get my paper just a little bit wet. It doesn't have to be dripping, just kind of damp. Once the whole paper towel is damp, I'm going to put it inside my plastic baggie. And once it's in there, all I have to do is drop my bean in. You can put it in between the folds of the paper towel or in the front so that you can see it a little better. Seal that off, and now all you have to do is wait a few days. You can put this in a sunny spot. You can even tape it to a window if you'd like, and just make sure that the paper towel stays a little bit damp. If it gets dry, add more water. In 3 to 5 days, what you'll see is that this bean will start to sprout. You'll see that it will crack open, and then a little green or white tendril will come out. From there, if you leave it in here a little bit longer, it might even get a shoot that's coming out on the other side that will look like a small stem, and then you'll eventually get 2 leaves. Once you get to that point, you're probably going to want to take your sprout out of the bag, and you can plant it in soil if you'd like to. The reason why we're able to do this with these beans is that the beans that we eat are actually the seed of a bean plant. So the Motts would grow green beans in their garden. We know this because Mr. Mott wrote about it in his diary. And it's something that we often grow today because they're quick to sprout and they can continue producing a crop throughout the season. If you haven't tried green beans, they're a fun thing to try in a garden. You can eat them fresh, you can can them, you can cook them and steam them, put them in all kinds of recipes, and so it's one that we continue to enjoy today. Thank you so much. We hope you have fun sprouting your beans.